Oh, it is a door. Oh. Oh, can I go? No, yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay. I'm supposed to go on all of the- oh. Did I miss one? I don't think so. There's no one in here. Get out of here. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Wait. There's the door. Bonk. Wrong. Excuse me, don't mind me. I'm just going through every door I could possibly go to. Have fun with the game. Oh, thank you. Oh, here we go. We got a hit. It's an easy game. It's just the quizzes that we're not so good at. It's just real life we're not good at. Thanks for the good luck. And good luck to you too. Just imagine they're all pumpkins. That doesn't really work for me, but maybe it'll work for you. Okay. Page 2. Regarding the process progress, the male children with positive genes who were gathered are split into 4 groups, and each group consumes an individually tailored curriculum. The results for each group are compared, and the most effective curriculum is expanded. Also, high result groups are provided with concentrated education. For details on the curriculum, see the attached sheet A chart on page 78. I didn't miss any of those, did I? Wait. Okay, I didn't think so. Just want to make sure, so I have to go all the way back. Throw power to both of us. Thank you. Moon prism power. Abort! Put it in reverse. Beep. Bop. Meep. And pivot. And sashay away. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, okay, there is something. We got a hit. We're good. Okay, what's up? Report. From the inspection implemented after the shelter-wide tests the other day, in which the HEART team had a concentration of reactive members, the Education Administration Office and General Administration Office sent orders to revise the manual. Details will be decided upon tomorrow. What's going on? What's happening? Damn it. Why did I go slightly to the left? Inconvenient. Oh, we're almost to the top. Oh, we're just gonna drop? Or I'm gonna have to go all the way back down and go backwards. Not Elden Ring. Yeah, it's our first game. But like, I feel like I'm close to the end, so. I mean, I don't know. We might do Elden Ring after this. Maybe I want to watch some CGI anime though. The process for ocular silverization is to be discovered and controlled. This is the main goal of the current plan. KM and AM are not at all experimental. Dope-ass PS1 game? It is a PS1 game. What's on Steam now? All employees should stay vigilant and keep going about their duties. Shelter Kids Policy Implementation Office Administrator Kaiji Enzawa. What is happening? What am I reading? Now what? Now what do I do? Go down? I think I missed one. Go, 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 go! Zoom in! Oh, I can hold it. Oh, that's nice. Whee! It's a ride. We're at the movie theater. There's giant popcorns. We're going through hoops. There's soda pop. What theater is that? Regal? We're in Regal. Dear God. Wow, I can watch this stream. Welcome. What do I do? Oh, it said something about a heart. Heart. God damn it, this game. What do I do? Nothing. Okay. Sure. Can I contact? No. Wait. What? Wait. 5? Should I go to 5? Should I go to... Am I supposed to like go to these in a consecutive order? What's happening? 5? Triangle Tower 5. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I should... It's been so long. What am I doing? Someone help. There's nothing here. We're looking for... Didn't I just go through all of this? Am I in another swirly tower?
Yes. Good boy.
Almost a year. That reminds me, I need to make... Oh, you haven't gotten the last Ghost Orchid badge yet, so we're okay. Thank you, Shade. Very nice. Very nice of you. Where am I going? This is the hardest Elden Ring boss of them all. The spiral staircase and the silver case. The spiral silver staircase. Okay, does this say the same fucking shit? Oh. Report. Oh my god, do I have to go through every floor? Alright, well we're on 5. Report number 01729. Ocular response confirmed. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Eyeball confirmation. Oh. Show me the money. Report. Inspection report meeting scheduled. In accordance with the previous inspection, the Spade team's results were found to be more suitable than other teams. Alright, the Spade is suitable. I remember the word heart being mentioned, but I have no idea what the context was anymore. I wasn't I didn't know I had to pay attention. This door's open. Oh wait, no it's not. Turn around. Go. Go! Super speed. No! No! No. Speed run. Go! Okay. Report number 00038. Ocular response disappeared. Number 32, number 34, number 35. Ocular response strengthens. Relation is unknown. So these are people, I'm assuming. Yes. I gotta go back to floors 2, 3, and 4. Report. Reported as a possibility in the previous report, number 87, has been found to have had a mistake in their checkup by the administrator. The subject is to be tested again and data is to be regathered and fixed. And this is to be requested today. The new data is set to be distributed tomorrow night. Also, the administrator responsible has been processed. Can I just like... Oh my god, we gotta go all the way down to the bottom. Can I just surf down this railing? I guess I'm basically doing that right now. Buckle up, kids. We have like 7 more floors to go. Whee! Whee! Wow! Galagis. Alright, back to 2. We skipped one. Welcome to the Triangle Tower. Numbers 1 through 9. I'm trying it's different on PS1. Page 5. Edition 2. Administrators are to, with regards to curriculum and education, ensure that there are no mistakes and that there are no problems in the system. If this cannot be done, then in accordance with the superior's decision, administrators may be processed without warning. This must be remembered at all times. And like some crazy fucking shit was happening before we got here. I don't even know what's going on. Although I haven't been here before, so I may have to dip. We'll see. No, 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 no! Turn around! No, go backwards! We missed one! What if that... Turn around! We fucked up. Got some sick cups for your wedding? Congrats. Cups are great. Yeah, wow, look at that. It would be this. Page 1. Ayame Maspro? Mass Pro AM is to strive for the ocular silverization that KM could not achieve. Important data gathered from KM shall be used as a basis for administration. I am totally for that. I have these like Italian... What's the... I don't even know what the movement is. Like goblets. These like green glass goblets. Shitty bears. Ah! The pivot is weird. Eat, eat, meat. Abort. Page 2. According to records left in personal management notes, when Kay was 2 years old, he received a transplant for his left eyeball. At this time, the transplanted left eyeball was said not to have been that of a primate, but it is still unknown exactly what said eyeball came from. Okay. Just not pissed. Meep. Report. It has been confirmed that there is no large difference in eyeball response rate between genders. This project is considered to complete and will finish as of 11 p.m. tomorrow. Also, all related documents are to be destroyed by that time. Also, the security force shall handle processing of all employees under level B. Meep. Take me to the top. Not there yet. Lemonade. 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 Meeps. Nope. Easy enough? Alright, buckle up. Whee! I remember what's happening. It's just the immediate happenings that are like hard to remember. But I remember some shit's going down and we're finding out about the main character that we were voicing for a long time. Like what happened with him. And yeah. I can't explain it very well, but you know, I remember. I know. The worst is like open world RPGs, like Final Fantasy and such, where you're just like in the map. You don't even know what fucking part of the story you left off at. Eep. We're looking. We are looking. No. Wrong door. Upwards. Fine. I'm good. I'm fine. We're fine. There we go. It's just a lot of floors, okay? Step 185, educational direction. Today's job. Find the blocks that fit into the holes on the panel from the box and fill in all the holes. Once the panel is filled, get a new panel from the teacher. Keep going until the teacher says to stop. When this job is done, get a sticker from the teacher. Hey, Chihuahua. I'm good. I don't want to play that game. I don't want no sticker. No! Bitch, turn around. No! Faster. To the right. Boom. Of course. The one we always skip is the one report. Those for whom eyeball removal surgery is possible. 9 out of 9 people. All are thought to be able to undergo the surgery. 9 out of 9 people can do the eyeball transplant. Great. We're basically getting all the numbers to do the thing that's already solved. Can I skip it? Do I have to go through it all? Like, I don't know. Like, it looks like we have the number. Oh, yeah! Who's that? Who's that? Alright, context, please. Who died? Wow. Okay. There's that Evil Dead Xenobite voice. Is that what it sounds like to you? Deodite? Communication. The Education Administration Manual is to be revised. The new version can be exchanged for the old version at the administration office. Windows 8 through 15? For real? What's happening? What are y'all talking about? Man, look at all these stars. Notice, health checks will be performed. When your name is called, line up in order. Follow the teacher and go to your health check. If your name is not called, you have work to do. Pay attention to the teacher's instructions. Are these like intercom? Is this like intercom? Or am I like reading something? Right? We're saying, what is happening? What are you saying? Are you talking about me? Who are you talking to? Who y'all talking to? Who's Henrietta? Number 4. You sweating yet from all this ramping up? You're sweating? Great. A clip? Okay. Report. Ocular inspection results. Nobody tested had ocular responses, but there are 28 people for whom ocular treatment may be possible. You're sweating IRL? Great. That's what I like to hear. I want you all to sweat. You should be sweating. If you're not sweating, are you even living? Communication. Full examinations will be performed. All those with grades of AA or higher are applicable. Administrators are to send all those applicable to Administration Office 5 by 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. Dates and details will be provided later. There's a Nelly song for this. Y'all are a million steps ahead of me and I don't understand what's happening. Oh, for sweating? Oh. Never mind, I know what you're talking about now. I'm not taking my clothes off. I'm not. I'm okay. I'll keep mine on. Thank you, though. No! Stinky boys in the house. Step 7, educational direction. Today's job. After the teacher's signal, all electricity will go out. Until it returns, do not speak or make a sound. Once the lights are back on, get a sticker from the teacher. I don't want a sticker. To administrators, goals have been changed. Implementation time has been changed from 8 hours to 14 hours. Please see the attached documents for details. Am I sweating? Maybe I'm sweating. I'm sweating a little bit. I had to check. Notice, classes will be changed. When your name is called, get your things together. You will move to your new classes in order. If your name is not called, you have work to do. Pay attention to the teacher's instructions. This is not 4K. Nice try. Here, that can be the next thing you guys buy me. 4K webcam. Who knows, maybe even like some crazy ass. Who are you? He did. They call her Glissa. For glistening. Alright, buckle up! We going down! Down, down, baby! We going down, down, baby! Da-da-da-da-da. Boom, boom, dun, dun. Shimmy, shimmy. Stop. Just stop there. Don't go any further. I almost spit out my whiskey. I almost drooled out of my mouth. Does that ever happen to you? You just drool liquid? Whatever you're eating or drinking. I feel like that happens to me a little too often. At least like once a week. Save the game. I don't want to go through floors 1 through 5 again. What's the... It's just streaming at 936p. You want me to go to 1080? I watched some YouTube video and they recommended 936. It's like the sweet spot for like a not very good streaming computer. I swallow my water. I'm on Steam, I'm not emulating. I don't totally understand Streamlabs settings. It's kind of like all just mumbo jumbo to me, so I watch a video and I try it out. No! No! This is the long one. No, go back, go back, go back, go back, backwards, backwards. I hate you. It works. Did you want to see it crisper? It's just bad when it gets all like choppy. I mean, maybe I don't even know what it's capable of. Maybe I could be pushing it a little further. Wow, there was something here. Okay, cool. La-di-da-di-da. I've been curious. I was thinking about it the other day. Like trying to bump it up and like focus less on performance and more on visual. This character is literally me. Who is this? Who? What character? Page 1. Kamui Mas Pro. Biggest goal is in the analysis of ocular silverization. The silverization gene confirmed in previous research only occurs under specific conditions. When I walk the wrong way but don't want to look stupid, so I keep moving forward. Report 3. AM results. Among 1,440 applicable female children, a total of 809 have had the gene confirmed. Among these 809 people, 329 people had the ocular surgery. Among them, ocular silverization occurred in 0 people. So what does this mean? What is ocular silverization exactly? Did they tell us? What do they see? Do they see like dead people? What's happening? Walked up to the wrong car in the parking lot today and yesterday. Damn. Imposters. What if there was someone in the car? I've done that at a hotel before. I tried like using the car key like a million times. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, fucking open. And then the person like knocks on the door and I'm just like, oh shit. I'm sorry. I know that feel always funny catching others do it too. On a similar weird note, sometimes on my morning walks with Lawrence, there's this one high school student that upon us seeing will sprint the other way, pursuing a sphere. Oh no, do they think you're gonna kill them? Page 2. Period of 4 years. Female children with the positive gene are applicable. Curriculum has been unified. High achievers and those with many of the applicable traits shall be provided with concentrated education. For curriculum details, refer to chart 67 on attached document A. This is torture. Why are they making me do this? This is torture. Can I just say that? Page 3. In order to clarify ocular silverization and eyeball transplants, this project is to officially begin. How many floors do I have left? 3. Not terrible. Better than 8. Buckle up. Tendency towards fear of dogs and Japanese children I've met. I can do anything. I rotted him. Did you watch my fight with Radon? Did you watch those fights? Oh yeah, you were there for some of them. I was screaming. Do-do-do-do, sha-do-be-do, Oh yay. What does it say? Notice, your sticker books will be collected. Please get a new sticker book from the teacher. Do I have to? Do I have to have this sticker book? What do the stickers even look like? Are they cute? I was gonna watch your YouTube vids. I saw it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just finished rendering part 4, and that's only 2 days of Elden Ring. I have to split up, like, each day into 2 videos. Report. Educational revision. The current version of the educational guidelines are thought to be lacking and have promptly been revised based on new research. My YouTube channel. I have 32 subscribers on YouTube. I'm growing. Look at me. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to be consistent. Like, I wasn't very Twitch savvy, so I didn't know I could like just highlight at the time my Twitch VODs, and it would just be there. Like forever. But now I know. But I have the fucking YouTube, so whatever. Let's just keep rendering into oblivion. Who are these people? Why are they dead? Who shot them? Hey! You think I'll blow up? I would love to make this my career. I don't enjoy the aspect of, like, dealing with a bunch of, like, people virtually, but, you know. I mean, come on. I've tried so many different jobs. Fucking over it. Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for what? What did I do? Notification. This project is to be completely finished. All manuals and other related documents are to be destroyed within 7 days from now. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to make it my career, I would be like, I don't know, looking into shit like, I don't know, teams and all that stuff, like, I don't know, promotional people, I don't know. You don't like dealing with me? Okay, you're this is different. This is a manageable level of people. You know, I can take more. But you know, like when you go into a bigger streamer and their chat is just like I can barely even keep up with this sometimes. You know? Step 26, educational direction. Today's job. The box contains many cards. Collect all cards of the color specified by the teacher. Once finished, get a sticker from the teacher. I like card collecting. Yes, please. I'll do that. Okay. Okay. We need another weird CGI anime like Malice Doll. I mean, we're doing the other one, but it's like really wordy and brainy, and sometimes it's hard to keep up with because they're talking so fast. I don't even know where we left off. Been watching any anime? Neither have I. I go through phases. Oh, there's 10? I thought there was only 9! Fuck. I'm saving. Right here, right now. Who knows, my computer could fucking just crash. Even though I don't think it will, because it's been on. Yeah. I finally finished, the latest JoJo season. So good. I know, I don't usually like watching them in English either. Report. Shelter Kids policy. Neither KM nor AM achieved ocular silverization, which is unfortunate. But while it wasn't fully achieved, there was 272 people who made it to the step before that. It is felt that this is close enough to be considered successful. This policy is to be enacted once again. Shelter Kids Policy Implementation Office Administrator Kaiji Enzawa. Shade's still here, right? What was I gonna ask? Are you on vacation right now, Shade? Stream times have been like all over the place. No! You're setting us back, man. You're setting us back. Turn around. Turn around. Doobie 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 jabba dabba, and you don't know how. Page 4. Mass production of mental clones needs subjects close to K before ocular silverization, and children found to have the required gene are to be watched over in the shelter and provided with 4 years of curriculum-based education. Vacation till end of April. No vacation till end of April. Okay, put it. Damn. I know you're gonna beat the game before me. I like taking things slow sometimes. I mean, there's moments when I binge, but I can slow it down. I've been savoring Raised by Wolves Season 2. Each group is to have an administrator. 108 people are to be split among 3 schools. Administrators of groups with at least 25% of members are considered unsuitable are to be processed by the applicable office. Also, children found unsuitable shall be similarly processed. All employees are to abide by this. Okay. You're already at the sewers? How are you enjoying the sewers? I hate them. Raced him too well. Well, I think the Shibriri Grape Girl is supposed to be after the sewer boss or something. forget. But you don't really play any other games anyways. Page 4, addition. Male children applicable for education will not be increased, but if mistakes are found in the curriculum, they may be increased with permission from an administrator. I can't handle those beefy boys. I just can't. Found this song today, this morning, that kind of reminds me of the Elden Ring soundtrack. Wait. What the hell's happening? Where am I? Go back! Okay, no, it's nothing. Okay. Had to make sure. You want the soundtrack? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. You want it? Do you have Soulseek? Are you home? Are you home? I know, right? Just give me a blankie. These floors look soft enough. No, and I think we need some wheels. It's not... I can't slide down there. Or if you have your computer, you should have Soulseek. Anyone who doesn't have Soulseek, y'all are crazy. Do you even listen to music? Been using Soulseek since high school. Rave Guggenheim. God, Guggenheim. I haven't been there in like 10 years. Meeps. When did I think I was 18 when I moved here. And I stayed in Pasadena. Report. Administrator room. No possible ocular subjects. No changes in physical suitabilities. No changes in physical suitability. However, slight drops in immune system have been found. In accordance with item 88, the following have been found to have reached their limit. Number 987, number 989. Jesus, that's a lot of people, man. Eons? Ions? It must have been ions ago. Ions. Ionization. Notification. With the start of this project, former project members are to report to the administration office meeting room by 5. Can we just know what happens tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Y'all telling me about tomorrow. But are we ever gonna get there? Notice, tomorrow is cleaning day. Be sure not to lose your stuff while cleaning up. Thank you. Clean up, everybody clean up. Don't! I clicked the button. I clicked it. Look, I'm clicking it. Ha! Step 92. 92? Educational direction. Today's job. Draw whatever picture you like in the sketchbook you received from the teacher. Keep drawing until the teacher says to stop. When finished, show the teacher and receive a sticker. You capture my expressions so accurately. Oh, we got another dead man. Close your eyes. Don't look. Shit. Leave me alone. Am I on 10? Oh, thank God. If nothing happens after this shit, 32nd percent. Oh, 30% stream. Screen. Hit me with it. What does it say? Page 5. The identification of the ocular silverization mechanism has been the dream of humanity for years. This is a huge step towards immortality. Shelter Kids Policy Implementation Office Administrator Kaiji Enzawa. Oh shit. It's the wrong button. Get me in there. Page 4, from the Implementation Office Manager. For the implementation of AM, all employees must be on the same page. Our goal is the recreation of ocular silverization. Yes, we've heard. For KM, thanks to all your hard work and research, we were able to confirm the existence of the process, but this is not our final goal. Yeah, It's really good to find, like, I don't know, just like old shit on there. Or like basic shit too. They got it. It's on there. They don't have everything. There's some shit that I could not find and had to like... But that's when you like resort to ripping off of YouTube, like just weird shit. No. That you can't find fucking anywhere. Deep cuts. Page 3. Each group is to have an administrator. 108 people are to be split among 3 schools. Full education is to be implemented. For male children in whom the particular gene is strong, ocular transplants are to be implemented. In some situations, transplants may be carried out several times. Be sure to pay close attention to subjects' health and physical condition. For details on administration, refer to the attached material 002. We're almost done. Report. Read KM results. Among 1440 applicable male children, a total of 778 had the gene confirmed. Among these 778 people, 389 people had the ocular surgery. Among them, ocular silverization occurred in 0 people. Wait, so they had more success with women? Female? Or is that wrong? Or was it 0 with them too? I don't remember. We've gone through so many doors. Okay, we reached the top. What do we do? Did I even need to do this? What if this was completely, like, unnecessary? What if you had to solve that fucking thing by going through this? Maybe we didn't need to do this. I feel like we didn't need to. Like, we just leave whatever control panel that is, and, like, the story continues. I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna scream. Oh, good God. We probably... No, I can't leave. What do I do? I can't... I'm literally stuck. What do I do? Did I miss something? Did I miss one thing? Y'all, what do I do? I don't want to keep going through. What if I have to keep going through it? Google. I gotta Google what to do in this game. I don't know what's happening either anymore. For the first time you cheat the system. I'm cooking stir fry or else I would. You see it? Okay, you can see it. An ode to being old. I broke my fingers, so I can't type. Otherwise I would. I've read you need to see 5 things to advance in Tower 5. I've definitely seen 3 to 4, but I can't. Okay, so maybe now we saw fucking everything. So now we go to Tower 5? I've seen it all! Wait, let me post this song in Discord because I want to listen to it later. I just use that Discord as like shit that I listen to. The channel. It's stuck in my head. Post it. I don't have VLC. You don't have VLC? VLC and Soulseek are like hand in hand. Okay, so we'd advance here. Yeah. What's this? Oh shit! We hacked it. Yeah, you know, you're only like, I don't know, 11 years behind me. 12. I think I got VLC and Soulseek when I was like, I don't know, 17 years old. This world was engraved in Kamui's mind. This is the 20-year curse that haunted him. But that's normal, as far as this unbelievable story is concerned. Besides, you're no idiot. Thank you. But real people, forced to live in a place like this? Pretentious prick. It's unnerving, knowing that someone could get used to it. But living in a strange place like the 24 wards, and to be surrounded by these weird environments, places like this aren't so far-fetched. I mean, really, to call this underworld a huge crime has nothing to do with this actual place. The problem is the business of the organizations. But seeing as things have turned out like this, if you were to ask me, what's the point of the work I do? I wouldn't feel bitter. More like at peace, I guess. Like how you feel when a cool breeze flows by. It's a pleasant feeling. At least for old guys like me, I don't have a fire to fuel my anger. Just putting on this carefree front is the natural way of it. I feel you, man. I act like a clown just because life is whack. You know? You're just a fool. Stumbling along. Decades behind. And well, if you were to ask what do we do now? I mean, getting a PC is like... It's been so long since I had a PC. I'm like relearning everything. We find our enemy and we take them out. Look at the dead bodies of these murderers. These guys were residents. And now they've died in the place that they once called home. This is the end of the road for the stock. I guess you could call it a safety measure. These dummies are necessary when going from one Kamui to the next. Did he kill? What do you think would happen if you were to kill them? There would be no buffer when going to the next Kamui. There would be nothing. There would just be fewer Kamuis. Every time a new Kamui appears, they should always be something akin to a ceremonial custom. Enormous amounts of information must be sent out, to the extent of whatever the communication method can handle, and that's not a simple process. We're talking about getting an injection of a very complex source. And that's why the next Kamui would come here. And those Trump guys are the guard dogs. Oh, shit. They're the ones who protect Kamui. And that's why I killed them. You did kill them, okay. So that they wouldn't get in the way. I have to meet the next Kamui. I want him to show himself before me. I want to be I want to be face to face with Kamui. Glad you could make it, Kamui. Oh shit. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Run. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm Big Dick, remember? You don't want to kill me. Don't you remember me? Am I running? What is this? It's like a nightmare. Big peepee. Oh, is this the data center? What is this? What are these? I'm in an elevator. When was there an elevator? This place was created for fun by the elder members as a symbol of political power. Almost lesson time. Bye bye! Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your Elden Ring OST. It took in large amounts of tainted money. It was like a luxurious elderly home. And then, 20 years ago, the silver case occurred in the very same location. And it was carried out by a hitman called Kamui. Whoa. Vash Stampede, is that you? Is it him? Have fun while I play Elden Ring. This Kamui was the original form of Kamui. The perpetrator, Kamui Uehara. He was called the Format Kamui. He was the trump card of the FSO, Frontier Conservative Party. He went to the radical TRO and CCO, Tech Civic Reform Alliance, where all their most important leaders gathered. He snuck into the TV tower all alone and killed every one of the elders. A high-powered pistol in each hand. This is Vash the Stampede we're talking about. This is Vash. He's got the glasses. He's got the guns. He's crazy. He just stood there in a river of blood. And so, I shot and killed him. Was that young him? Uehara didn't put up any kind of resistance. He just smiled. That is the silver case. The only ones that know the truth are me, the old man, and Munakata. Not cool enough. Just us three. The man known as Kamui Uehara was real. But his birth record wasn't even on the government's host. Maybe. Uehara was never a human after all. That's why I've been thinking recently. Well, yeah, wasn't Vash like he was like a robot alien guy or something. But I don't understand. Silver was never made public. After that case, the TV tower was closed. It became a tower run completely by computer, no people. Dun 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 dun. Shimmy-daboo. Wap 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 wap. Simply put, it was changed into a relay tower. I'm tangled. My hair's tangled. Fix it, brush it. All the young folks were excited, like it was some kind of date spot. Looking at the big sky. Doom-dee-da, doom-dee-da, doom-dee-da. I'm looking at the big sky. Is it over? What's happening? What do we do? Still going? Just playing the music? However, there was one door I couldn't open. I shot it, but it never budged an inch. He didn't seem to mind at all. The fuck was that? Well, I'm sure I'll understand soon. Ah! TV tower, top floor. Rooftop graveyard. Graveyard filled with the elderly. Where it's like, Neon Genesis and, something else. Kamui. There's no going back. You talking to me? I don't even know who I am. I don't even know. Here, let me save. Nothing happens. Ah, shit. Is this a puzzle? Please no. Nothing happened? Can I look through here? Peekaboo. 5? Supposed to go to 5. Is that a 5? What is that? Well, I'm gonna talk to 4. Nothing happens. Okay. Take me to 5. What? What a bitch. Am I supposed to pay attention to that thing? Well, we'll go around full circle, because what the fuck else are we supposed to do? One! Okay. We got 5, we got 1, we got 7? Is that 7? Is that a 9? No idea what that was. It's really blurry. What was that? Go back, go back, go back. Definitely a 1, definitely a 5. What is this? That's gotta be a yeah, that's 7. Can I talk to... Oh no, okay. Woo! Something appears to have been set. 1. What? Now we go to 5, right? What the fuck? Bish? Fuck you. For realsies? Okay. Was it a 3 and not a 5? Let's try 5 again. And then we'll go to... Oh, fuck it. We're gonna run into 3 first. Let's just go to 3. It kind of looked like a 3. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. You know, we tried. Back to 5. Am I missing a number? God damn it! What does this say? Well, that looks like a 5 if I ever did saw one. What is it actually, a 9? Jumping catfish? Can anyone read that? What does this say? Okay, that sure do look like a 1. Easy. So now what? 9? Better be a 9. Bet something better happen here. I better hear a ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, thank God. What does it say? Did I miss one? 7 1 7 1 9. Am I missing a number? Thank Jesus Christ. Is that an 8? Oh, we missed the 8. Y'all uncomfortable yet? Y'all twitching in your boots? Show me God. God. Open sesame. Something about this game just makes me want to talk in that accent. Save it. Alright, how do I get in? Get me in there. Amen, dear God. Oh shit. What? Oh fuck, I gotta go the long way. Speed it up. Hold it. Alright. Shoo. Oh. Don't get tense, Kamui. Just relax. Just relax. Don't get tense. Don't tense up. Don't sweat. No sweating. Oh god. It's blurry. Was that a giant eyeball? Oh fuck. Who dat? Oh god, that would make me vomit. Please stop spinning. I don't like spinning. It's Joe. Kid, how are you doing that? I would have thrown up and fallen to the floor. Oh god, is he constipated? You okay? Who is this? Oh, is that him in the tower spinning? Is that what all these numbers are spinning for? Black box. Okay. We've reached the brain. We finally made it here after 20 years. Kamui. Now I'll just keep calling you Big Dick. No matter whether you do or don't become Kamui. It's up to you. It's up to me. Whoa, it looks fucking crazy. So what'll you do? We're supposed to shoot this thing? This is the final boss. If you kill him, you can release yourself from this curse. Is that true? Do you even know what's happening, sir? Will you live by killing your past? I don't know this man. Or will you die clinging to your past? I have nothing to cling to. Who is that? Shoot the darn thing. Can you keep moving forward? Can you live after facing your true self? Decide, here and now, Big Dick. You were born with a set of balls. Sir, I don't know who you're talking to. But I wasn't. Have you seen that meme? What meme? Let me find it. What is it? Oh yeah. Balls are just dick titties. What was the one that I saw? Oh yeah, it was like this cartoon. I'm gonna save it. No, copy it, put it in the Discord. This is what this final boss is about. Posted. I'm glad I don't have quoting power. What do you mean? Why do you need... In what context? You were born with a set of balls. So keep living like it means something. Grab life by the balls. Pull the trigger on the devil's gun. Destroy the darkness. Seize the light. Shit. Mouse is in the way. Grab life by the big dick. This calming forest scene. Yes. I'm grabbing life by the balls. I'm feeling the cool breeze on my face. Feeling good. I killed my past. It's finished. Anything and everything. I just want to go to fuck home. Just a little longer, Akemi. Just a little longer. What else do we have to do? Cool. Cool. Back in the batting cage. 6:30 in the morning. That's sleepy time. Grand slam. That was a close one. What happened to Diana? Diana? Was there someone by that name? Wow, you're such a fucking asshole. I forget. Looks like the mystery was solved. Guess Kamui never existed. Nope, he's alive. Inside Diana? Not as romantic as you're making it out to be. It's just fate. Guess it's like the rumor said. So Diana is the format Kamui? I don't know about that shit, but maybe this Kamui Uehara is the total sum of everyone else's existence, since so many others were sacrificed for him. So I'm Kamui. I am Kamui. There were probably many more who were never rewarded. Maybe he inherited Kamui so that the memories of his youth wouldn't be forgotten. What do you think? Tetsu. There's such a thing as knowing too much. You're a nice guy. Alright? I know. Yeah, I understand. There. Satisfied? Isn't that right, Diana? I don't know. Are we... Where am I? I've been thinking. Whoa, what the fuck? Why is there blood on you? What if you'd been in a terrible environment? Or if there had been some problem with your upbringing? Then it really wouldn't be your fault completely. I mean, I don't know position to talk, but there are a lot of crimes, guilt, and flaws. And these are things you can just erase away. Definitely not one's shadows. Erasing one's memory is cheating, of course. They say people are equal, right? That means we all have the same terms. And there are shadows that you can't just erase away. There are footprints to the shadows written in ink. For me, and for you. It doesn't matter if your name is Kusabi, Diana, or Kamui. There's a spirit that resides in us all. And within that spirit is the light of possibility. There is no distinction there. It takes some time, the light is there. There are even lights with shortcuts. But the light will never change. The light and shadow exist in harmony. That's what I'm always saying. You gotta have the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, the light, the shadow. You gotta have a good balance. That's why it's up to you. If only we could be as one in everyone. Good God. Facing the shadows, facing the light. Don't get it twisted. You needed me. Rihanna, I'm not talking about good and evil. I'm talking about a light that can be grasped by anyone. A light that brings along the shadows. Kill the shadow. Alright, we're all the games are blending together now. Now we're in Persona 2. Kill the shadow and give birth to the light! Find the light within your spirit. Seize that fucking light, Diana! Oh, I thought we were gonna follow up with that. I wouldn't have finished it on such an awful voice. Okay. There's no going back now. Life cut. Is there another chapter after this? Tamura is coming soon. Oh, I guess so, huh? World in motion. Ba, 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 ba. I don't think we're done. There's no way. This game is never ending. It just keeps going. Film window. A new birth? Saved it, right? Yeah, I'm only 64% done. Hikari? Did we do Hikari? I'm gonna have to look at the VOD. Did we do Hikari? Break it down. Let's hear it. Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe? Thanks. Oh. I do. Just the back of my neck and the shoulders. I'll do a massage train. Ready, Galgi? Ready, Nightbot? Fine. Fine. I'm fine. Did it loop? Is it just seamlessly looping into itself? Good enough for me. How's Galgi? Galgi, how are you? Did we do Hikari? I feel like I need to check. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. Because I don't want to do it again. You know what I mean? I get locked into an entire chapter I've already done. That would be a fucking nightmare, right? I mean, I guess I could close it and reopen it, but like... How am I supposed to know? Okay, can you switch to my other YouTube account? Please? Please? Are you sure? Are you even sure about that? AI. Okay, AI. We definitely did AI. Life cut. Yeah, we didn't do it. I figured it out when I went to my VOD. Hikari it is. Very epic music. Wait, what happened? Charlie got bit on the tongue by a bee today? Bit? You mean stung? Charlie's a cat? Is Charlie the kitten? Yeah, that. Poor Charlie. What? A cute kitty. How did this happen? How did this happen? That's wild. Typhoon. We're back at this apartment building. Oh god. Poor baby. Is he okay? Did you have to take him to the vet? He's good? Okay, that's good. To the computer, because what the hell else do I do in this room? Oof, yeah, that's scary. My kitty's an indoor cat. We want. No new mail. I came back to this world. I thought I was done, but after coming home, I remembered my old life. You're smart. Everyday life pours out of everything and takes over. Everyday life is filled with bullshit, and it's also full of a sort of warm kindness as well. But one thing that's different is the constant whisper inside me. They became an infinite number of shadows and were there next to me. Cats will lick anything these days. For reals. When you're right, you're right. Turtle. Turtle. There's no turtle. Where's Turtle? Sorry. Where's Turtle? Go get the turtle. Erica has it, right? She better not have killed it. Maybe he's Kamui. You see shadows? Will the guardian Marduk wait? What is that? Who's that? Are you calling me? It's that woman. Hey. There's too much water in my whiskey. I don't approve. The dead are still here. Leave me alone. Alright, Edgelord, what's happening? Stop. Feel me. Stop. Feel me. One drop in mine? One drop of water? Whole ice cube in mine. A hot sauce bar. Oh, it just looks like hot sauce. It's been a while. Yeah. It has. You have ice? You need some ice. Oh yeah, you don't like ice. Ice is bad for you. Don't eat ice. It's bad. Did you go on a trip somewhere? Kinda, yeah. You don't look well. Really? You like ice? I saw what you said the other day. You look rather sick, actually. Yeah. Mr. Morishima. Huh? Would you like something to eat? But water is ice. Water. Ice water is... Water on ice. Water, ice. It's ice. Water. Would you like something to eat? No, I ate. I'm okay. Oh, he wants something. It's okay. I'll make an omelet. Omu rice. Lots of butter. It'll melt in your mouth right away, just like ice. It should be easy to eat, not ice. Ice isn't easy to eat. Save the alcohol for later. Okay, can I have some ice in it? How about it? Yes, please. You have no choice. Listen. Just as the river eventually flows into the sea, it's perfectly clear that there's no changing course now. Fuck this. You're going to kill Diana. The fuck I am? I'm just a writer. I'm no fucking hitman. Use one of the ones you already employ. Like when you killed the bat. That won't work. You having to kill Diana is just you reaping what you've sown. Hey now. Why the fuck? You made contact with Kamui and survived. That means that the die has already been cast. I can see that. Because you can, like, kill your characters? Characters? Or do you just mean, like, writers tend to be hitmen? Writers and poets are... they're kind of weirdos. They're weirdos. Like, you can tell when someone's a poet or a writer, like, from a million miles away. You know? You can tell. And when or if you're talking to someone and then they tell you they're a poet or a writer, and you're like, it all makes sense. The fuck are you talking about? Why don't you understand? Why don't you even try to understand? Poets suck. There's some great poets out there. What do you mean? I've read some good poetry. I have lots of poetry chapbooks from friends. They all suck. Damn. Who hurt you? Which poet hurt you? I'm a frigid on this one. I don't know. I have gone to some poetry readings and just stood there with my mouth open. People I went to school with. Lived with. It's people in New York. When the bat was killed, some weird shit happened. Gone to some poetry readings. Okay, well there's a lot of bad poetry out there. But there's also some really good poetry. There are some small circles of really good poets. I made a flyer once for a poetry reading all the way in New York that I was never going to go to. Remember who you were talking to? What do you mean? I know who I'm talking to. I know. This is so close to my face. When the bat was killed, some weird shit happened. He spoke to me. Okay. But you, like, basically right. So, you're... So, I don't know what you know, like... What do you mean? After dying. Actually, even now he keeps talking. The whole time, it's driving me fucking nuts. I am terrible at writing poetry. I can't write poetry. I've taken poetry classes. You're just playing the fool. Everyone's a fool. Everyone. What the fuck is this? These motherfuckers. They're like ghosts or something, right? Do something about them. Just like at Babylon. At the same time. It's about ritual, not a qualitative content. Everybody approaches their poetry differently. There's so many different types of writers and poets out there. I can name 2 people who I know went to school with are poets that I love their work. Love it. It's really hard to find it anywhere, but the few times that I have gone to readings and listened to them, I was just like, damn, this is fucking crazy. It was like as good as, like, I don't know, going to a fucking live music event. Oh, they certainly do. I was just like, damn, I wish I could think like that. The mind process. It's insanity. At the same time, the memories sealed up inside me came back. Diana and I were both made from the same material, right? It's rare. I don't know, maybe I was just blessed to meet some good poets in school. Yes. Then when Kamui came back, something came alive inside of me. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. Who am I? You're gonna kill Diana. I can't. You can't kill his past. You can't do it. You can't kill me. What about Kusabi? He looked at me. He didn't kill me, right? Am I dead? Is this pre my death? Is he gonna commit Hikari? Oh no, that's Harikiri. I'm saying it wrong. Puff, puff, pass. Ah, a dream. I know. To my computer. Very rare. Wait. I have mail? It's all green. From Tokyo Morishima to Tokyo Morishima. The woman at Babylon. Help me. I was killed by that woman, Ayame. She shot me with a harpoon gun, came up to me and cut a cross into my stomach. To kill my baby, too. She had a look of pompous victory in her eyes as she cut me, that crazy cunt! Just thinking of Ayame makes my blood boil. I died almost instantly. I couldn't do anything. Fuck. 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 I called for help to Kamui. Ah, Kamui. He was here. It was like all the nerves in my body became really sensitive. Like I was being burned by something, and I became hot inside. I could hear my pulse, and suddenly, like a scream, something poured out from inside me. I felt like I was going insane. And then suddenly, it felt like someone had poured cold water on me. I felt it in every pore. It went right through me. That's how I met Kamui. Apart from him, I didn't need anything else. Really. But my life was taken from me by Ayame. I can't fully die. And I just feel so pathetic and fucked up. I tried walking away, dragging my perforated body. That's when it happened. Kamui appeared. Inside me. Really. He came down from above. Inside of me. I had just been broken into pieces, and everything was confusing. I had no idea what was happening, but I felt Kamui. His voice resonated. It was deep and calm. A magical voice. He was no longer afraid. It wasn't fear at all. I was happy. Death turned to ecstasy in an instant. And then the tobacco man came into the picture. Kamui was the transmitter, and I was the medium, and that man was the receiver. Basically, it was like email. How funny. I can't stop laughing. But I still can't forgive Ayame, no matter how badly she may slice me up. Even if Kamui smiles upon me. Even if my body were to turn to dust and be blown away in the wind. Even in death, Ayame cannot be forgiven. Ever. Oh, they're all green? Oh, fuck. Oops. I got your turtle. I went to your place today and I got your turtle. He was freaking out. I tried to give him food, but he wouldn't eat. I hate reptiles and amphibians, so I couldn't touch him, so I just stared at him for a while. When I finally stuck my hand in the water, he put his head on it. It's weird. I don't know if you'll read this, so I'm writing it like a diary. I cleaned the tank and fed the turtle again, and this time he ate it all. Looks like he was hungry. I feel like I know why you liked him so much now. I decided to take him back home with me. Bad news though, I forgot to ask you his name, or maybe I just forgot it. Looks like turtles are delicate. He keeps hiding under his island thing and won't come out. The tank was too big for me to carry home, so I just brought the island thing and bought the rest of the stuff new. He seems nervous. I'm trying to be quiet and to avoid bothering him. Sometimes he peeks his head out and looks around. He's probably looking for you. That or he's trying to get me to tell him where you are. I don't have anything to say to him. I don't even know where you are or if you're even alive or not. I got the turtle a week ago. I got a bunch of stuff to clean his tank with. It looks really nice now. But the turtle flipped all the new stuff upside down and pushed it under the island thing. Looks like he didn't care for my presence. He keeps kicking sand all over the new stuff, so I took out all the things I bought and just gave him back his old dirty island thing. That finally calmed him down. He got excited for a bit, then finally went to sleep. Sometimes I look at him, try not to be seen. He shakes his head and kicks his legs in his sleep. Maybe he's dreaming about something? I had a dream that you were asking me for help, even though that wouldn't happen. You always bottle things up on your own. You probably think that it's easier that way. There's something I can finally say now. When I last went to your place, I was going to tell you that if you were going to run, then I would go with you. But when I looked into your eyes, I knew you didn't want that. I thought of the moths gathering near a lantern at night, basking in the cold light. They're flooding around. I thought of myself as one of those moths. It's been a month since I picked up your turtle. I haven't heard from you. Sometimes I imagine that you've been cursed and turned into a turtle. The turtle sleeps, wakes up, and eats. He's just keeping on living because he has nothing else to do. Sometimes he cries. I had never heard a turtle cry before, and it sounds something like ki or ke, like a sort of sad sound. This is what it sounds like when this is what it sounds like when turtles cry. Why do they do that? I guess time will just go by like this. Will I never see you again? I don't want that. There's still lots of things I want to say to you. Right now, I just want you to come back. If you were to come back, I want to touch you, to be sure that you really are right there in front of me. I want to feel your face with these hands. Then I could finally feel at least a little bit more at ease and maybe even be able to sleep again. Damn, tell her to get a divorce. I've decided to go after Kamui. He came back to this world, and he's finally shown his true colors, and has been committing all sorts of terrible crimes. My nerves have been a total mess recently. Oh. I've probably been taking it out on the turtle. I need to start rethinking things. You told me to back off from Kamui because he was dangerous. Is that because I'm a woman? If so, then as your partner, I'm pretty pissed off. Kamui's partner Ayame killed people for Kamui, not out of jealousy. I think it was from a more subtle, calm sort of emotion. I think that sort of murderer could exist. You don't understand women. Women. So you don't get that I could be your partner. I think that we could make amazing partners right now. I won't mail you anymore. Let me know when I can contact you again. I'll be waiting. I love you, Tokyo Morishima. I will probably always love you, Tokyo Morishima, the journalist. Damn. She's on one right now. A fallen blossom doesn't return to the branch. A broken mirror cannot be made to shine. Something that is already out of commission can't be brought back again. They're referring to their relationship. Take away the results of a person's education and nothing will remain. Okay. Yeah, how you feel about that, dude? Is that what we... Damn. What's happening? Yeah, that email was weird. It was like from Tokyo to Tokyo. Wild 7. Hi, Edgy. One carton of the usual. Huh? Oh, hey, it's you. I haven't seen you in some time. Yeah. I assumed you were the kind of guy who wouldn't quit smoking even if he died. Had you given it up for a while? It's pretty cold, huh? It's winter, son. Winter is cold. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you were sick? It's already the end of the year. Are you even listening to me? What's the matter, boy? You got wax in your ears? No? Here, your smokes. Oh, had I paid yet? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well then. Christ, I should have taken the money. Hope that guy's okay. Aw. Thanks, Grandma. You should make him pay for it. Jackhammer! Hot sauce bar. Mr. Morishima. Yep. Do you know what's in that cocktail? You're always drinking? Oh, do you know what's in that cocktail you're always drinking? Oh, this? Hot sauce. Miss Erica came in a while ago. She was drinking the same thing. Oh, really? Dry gin, dry vermouth, and sweet vermouth. Oh. It's kind of like a sweet martini. 1/3 of each. You mix the same amount of each together. I can make that. I got 3 gins. I wouldn't do it with the oyster gin. Maybe with the strawberry gin. Maybe with the lemongrass gin. From this combination, that flavor is born. It's not too sweet, not too dry. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The name Trinity comes from the Christian idea of the Holy Trinity. Yes. Yes. It's in every religious painting. There's always 3 flowers together, and it represents the Holy Trinity. The Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, you know? The drink is also called a perfect. Oh yeah, you can make like a perfect Manhattan that way, using sweet and dry vermouth. Perfect, huh? Does anything perfect even exist in this world? It does not. That's why everyone seeks out perfection. But the opposite is also true. The opposite? The opposite. What the hell do you mean? The imperfect can be considered perfect by virtue of its imperfection. That's... What kind of rhetoric is that? Oh, no. Actually, it's more like life wisdom. As humans, we live a worthless, filthy existence. Right? But because of the fact that we're worthless and filthy, we can also be insanely pure. I don't think so. Sorry, but... Mr. Morishima, people are all perverts. Huh? Who's a pervert? For example, me. I can only love those of the same sex as myself, but I also like to be blindfolded and have my hands tied behind my back. I also like having even worse things done to me. This guy. Honestly, there was a customer today that kind of gave like too much information like this. She was on one. She's like telling me her like orientation, like too much. What a champ. But I spent a lot of time searching before I found myself. He's not sus. He's sharing. Lots of conflict, hesitation, and trial and error. Sometimes people just gotta share. You know, sometimes you listen to it and it's over. And then I finally accepted it. My true self, yes. It was a real discovery. Good for you, man. I admire you. Purifying your own heart and mind is the key. Sometimes it's the area you were in. You need to slowly crystallize it. Yes. Oh. What is this? Whisper of the Heart? That concept from that anime movie? The gem? The special gem in the cat's eyes, the crystal? Right? So that was that movie, right? Polish your stone. If you can do that, then all you need to do is let yourself go. Let myself go. Let yourself go. Forget about the Trinity. Do you have any regular beer? Yes, we got ice cold beer. Give him a beer. Allow me to explain. If you want to listen, then lend me your ear. And then engrave it into your heart and make your own past perfect. Listen. You were one of the shelter kids. Scepter maybe? Or maybe I'm thinking of little Nemo in Slumberland? Slumberland? You were one of the children in the very first experiments. You would pass through a really high-level program, but one day a sort of defect occurred. And you started slipping, and then eventually your personality began to break down. Oh yeah? Due to this, in the end, you were treated as a bug. When I was a kid, I really loved Thumbelina. Let me be your wings. Let me take you high above. Ooh, cute. Due to this, in the end, you were treated as a bug. And had all your memories erased and reverted back to normal life. That's really funny. My memories were erased. Well, yeah, like Tales of Earthsea is Ursula K. Le Guin, and Was it Miyazaki's son? And she didn't end up, she told them to like do whatever to it, and then she ended up like not liking it. Yes. The Shelter Kid's purpose was to help the planned, perfect metropolis become an even more perfect city. You mean those dark, dank shelters? Those shelters with their faint light. That's where the plan started. Yeah. The curriculum itself was created from relatively simple ideas. 4-year-old children would first receive education by continuously receiving only simple stimulation. They were shown the same things every day, continuously did the same work, and all they did, everything in the same way at the same time. Me too. You went off the rails close to the final stage. One day your emotions seemed to explode, causing a meltdown. That was your tragedy. Tragedy. Get the fuck out of here. You are a failure, a defective product, an imitation, damaged goods. What a shame. You didn't turn out like Kamui and Ayame. Your fate had been decided and doomed by the time you were a toddler. Typhoon! Tokyo's room. Huh. Yeah, I love wooden ceilings. With the beams. Bat painting. You could recreate that. You can make it happen. Oh, just saying it could even make it happen. It's weapon stand. Was that the pool stick stand? So you were alive. I was surprised. The bartender told me you went by his place. I want to talk to you if possible. If you have the time tomorrow night, can you come to the Skolba chat room? I'll be there from 11 p.m. I'll be waiting for you. Freedom is the recognition of necessity. Okay. Plants, 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 plants! Yeah, I could paint anything. Just saying it could even make it happen. Don't know when. Erika. Erika. Ooh, peppy. Studio Gladiolus. We're back here, okay. What are we doing here? I can feel you, Ayame. Careful, she might tie you up and gag you and put you in a closet. Watch out for her. And kill all your ex-girlfriends. Steal their children. She's crazy. Throw that ramen in the garbage. Sick of smelling it. I wish I could have been raised like some sort of pitiful flower. Not a day goes by that I don't think that, even now, always. My name, Ayame, comes from the word Ayameru, which means to kill. How terrible is that? You, Kamui, and I are all pawns in a game. We are a fabricated existence. We are a fabricated existence. People are stupid. Ayame was created to be an even more mechanical being than Kamui. created to face off against the powers that created Kamui, easier to control than Kamui, a killing machine with even higher killing capabilities than Kamui. That's me, Ayame. Take the time to comprehend everything, you, me, and Kamui. Considering what happened after being thrown into everyday life, a girl was used for Ayame in order to differentiate her from Kamui. They simply switched genders. But since the grown-up Kamui and Ayame were brought up in the same environment, they were drawn to one another. There was a miscalculation in the man-made mass production Ayame. Just talking about the algorithm. By becoming pregnant with Kamui's child, something inside me snapped. All of the emotions that had been pushed back and bottled up exploded. There was nothing I could do. Is there a reason why a female praying mantis eats her mate once she becomes pregnant? To her, at least, there is no reason. I wish I could have been raised like some sort of pitiful flower. Not a day goes by that I don't think that. But simply saying out loud won't change anything. Also, I have this child. If nothing else, at least I won this child. I won't kill Kamui, nor will I kill Diana. I can't kill him. There were those who wanted that, though. Do you understand? Can you hear it? Listen to me. Find something for yourself. Da da da. You wouldn't be missed if you died. No, wait. You're already dead. Old man. Just fucking stop. Feel me. Yeah, you kind of just have to get, like, a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. It's convoluted. Save. It's dense. Like a chocolate cake. It's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Are we talking to waifu? Are we 20 minutes early or are we late? Oh, we're late. Shoot, what's missing? Socks. No, the answer was toothbrush. So what you lack is delicacy. Delicacy? I don't need that. This is a personality analysis game. Hey there. Welcome, McTurtle. All of the above. Hi. We were just playing a game. A game, huh? Do you like games, McTurtle? Nope. Why not? Because they have rules. Yes, I agree. There's always something woo-woo to be said about everything. Ha ha ha! What a badass answer. No future, lol. You're so dumb. He says you lack delicacy, lol. Oh, do I? Delicacy is a necessity. For what? To live. There you go. Everyone's an edgelord. Live. Why? Because life and delicate problems go hand in hand. What's a delicate problem? Like, to put it simply, how to find someone to fuck, etc. Filthy. How interesting. Want to hear more? Yeah, let's talk privately. Guess it was worth trying after all. Let's go to a locked room. Hey, WTF? Would you like to switch rooms? Yes. Yes! You have arrived. It's mysterious. What is? The turtle is tweaking. Maybe he knows you've appeared. I doubt it. What's his name? The turtle's name? It's Red. Red? Sounds like he's doing well. Ow. Damn, Sock. What's your problem? Just... Thank you. Yeah. Pretty well recently. No, it changed it. It's supposed to be with a K. Maybe the game was spelling her name wrong. I don't know, maybe Erica with a K was taken and she had to use a C. The chat room. The turtle, right? Yeah, Red. And you? Same as always. You sound well. I guess. How's the investigation? It's coming along. You aren't gonna ask about me? No. Why not? I decided to trust my partner. Oh, really? Yeah. Once I'm ready, I'll send everything by email. Okay. Do you know about the shelter kids? What? It's the key word for a certain set of incidents. What kind? A bunch of kids who were raised like bees inside a shelter, with no sunlight. 20 years ago, 1440 kids got gathered together and educated in underground shelters. This education went on from age 4 for 4 years. Starting before the kids knew anything, they were administered a perfect curriculum. Oh yeah, you told me about Erica. But you said it was your first crush at the time. But now Britney Spears has suddenly become the first crush. Did you crush them? They're the eradication of the self and a special kind of brainwashing. They were purged of impurities. It was meant to produce perfect and pure children. I think I remember my first crush in preschool. Yeah. It was this kid named Michael and he walked on his tippy toes. I have a good memory when I feel like it. A perfect memory when I feel like it. You remember yours? Michael, oh my god, gasp. She thought you were gross. Damn. Did you like that? Did you like that she thought you were gross? Is that what kept you going back for more? No. This entire plan was integrated into the city planning of the 24 wards. You should look it up. Yeah, you mentioned it was your first crush during the Trapped gameplay, and there was a girl named Erica that we killed. I'm not like you. Hey, I didn't say I was like that. But, I don't know, you could have been. I'll check into it. Oh yeah? Did she have a crush on you too? Did you confess to her? I'm gonna disappear again. I'm gonna get away from the 24 wards for a while. So you aren't just going to up and disappear permanently this time, huh? I'm just getting some distance from here for a while. No, definitely not she didn't like you, or no, definitely not you never confessed to her. Then I won't worry. Okay. How many years will Red live? Around 30. Come get him sometime. In the next 30 years, then. I will. Oh, really? I promise. No horseshit? Yeah, no horseshit. Good. I feel better. Yeah? That's what I wanted. Oh, okay. I wanted a promise. I just realized that. Okay. Tokyo? Yeah? See you later. See you later. Good night. Before dawn. The white moon is peeking out, and the sun isn't yet visible. But the sky is already starting to get faintly bright. I always like that time of day. I never got tired of staring up at the sky like an idiot. It's the moment that the darkness of the soul tries to lighten up. But that's simply a memory of the past. Isn't that sad? I thought so. It's a pretty sad thing. That's why I decided to sort things out. In my own way. Maybe I couldn't read the sign as a prepubescent angel. She was mean to you. That means she secretly liked you. Hey, you know, and sometimes they don't like you at first, and then something happens. Something happens. Later on. Sometimes after the fact. Once they say they don't like you, it just changes. They jinx themselves. Not all the time, but you know, sometimes it happens. It all goes back to the city planning from 20 years ago. There were all sorts of citizen activists groups working in this area. The government was at war with itself over city planning revisions. Hachisuka was a lieutenant in one of these activist groups. That's right, Hachisuka, the current mayor. Mayor Hachisuka. How was he related to all of this? Just listen. At the time, Hachisuka's election as mayor with no backing from any government party was greatly affected by the Mikuno incident. Pollution, grassroots activism, pressure from the upper class, and the city itself all came into question. That's where Hachisuka proposed a certain idea. You know that White Autumn girl meme? I don't know. What is that? Put it in the Discord. Revolutionized the 24 wards from the ground up. He had an amazing plan. His plans for the city were absolutely perfect. How is it perfect? The brains behind Hachisuka's plans was a man named Nezu. Nezu himself was a worthless man with no ambition to speak of, but he was a real genius. There wasn't a programmer in the entire world who could hold a candle to him. Programmer? He wasn't a politician? Or a scholar or something? Like white Starbucks fall girls wearing beige clothing with... Well, what's the meme image? I don't know if I've seen it. I really don't see that many memes. I don't follow too many meme pages. They're mostly video game memes. Or like fucking weird ass... Just the archetype. Well, yeah, I know it. I get it. That's like everybody in every suburbia. Oh, are you talking about that's what that person is like now? He was a programmer. It was Nezu who put together the plan to rebuild the 24 words. Yeah, okay. That's not all. You're glad there's people like me? Oh, thank you. I'm the same as I've ever been my whole life. In front of my computer in the darkness. To shatter my perspective that we in the... Man, people were afraid of me in high school. They're afraid of me. Even now, everything in the 24 wards is controlled by him. When Nezu hits the keyboard, the world literally changes. This has been continuing for the past 20 years. No way. He changed the entire infrastructure to make it possible. To Nezu, running a city is probably like playing a game. Like he's continuing to play in an imaginary world. But that affects the real world in the 24 wards. The optimization of the perfect city continues by Nezu's hand. So he's just one guy? That's called a fucking dictator. No. It's not a dictatorship, it's a system of control and maintenance. If this supercomputer level genius keeps control of the city, it's possible to maintain metropolitan perfection. Oh, is that the guy spinning in the chair with his little slippies? That is the origin of the very world in which you are living right now. The Matrix. Yes, okay. basically. Kind of. But like a meme of it. It's just a guy that looks like Paul Dano in Batman as the Riddler, spinning around in a chair. Okay, we're back to the jackhammer. Do you know what my biggest problem is? No. But I'm sure you have a very good idea. Oh. Yeah. I tried purifying my heart and crystallizing it, and then thought about it. In that case, your answer must be correct. You think so? Of course. What would you do? In what sort of situation? Do it or run away. And do it and you'll be more comfortable. But it won't feel congenial. Run away and you're in for hell. But when you think about it, that's exactly how you've lived your life up till now. I'd bet on whatever you decided. I'd bet all the money I have on it. This isn't a fucking horse race. You're welcome. Huh? Oh, I thought I heard you say thank you just now. Anyway. So you're saying that that's the city's underground system, huh? Yes, and that includes the shelter kids policy as well. So this Nezu guy was responsible for that too, huh? The shelter kids? It was implemented by the tech faction. The 24 wards were roughly broken up, and the TRO, CCO, and FSO were fighting for power. The shelter kids policy was backed by the TRO. That doesn't really mean much, because Hachisuka was bigger than those political factions, and Nezu had been controlling the balance between all of the factions. The shelter kids were small fish. They were like fish released into a pond to breed. They were easy to control, and they moved like pawns in Nezu's game. And after the original plan ended in failure, or rather, after prototype experiments had finished, exactly 20 years ago, Kamui Uehara was selected to be the template personality, and that was to replace all of the old shelter kids with the new. So the big bad Kamui finally fits into this. The original Kamui Uehara is known as the Format Kamui. He was a hitman who lived 20 years ago and was an expert criminal. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It just... I don't know. He was a bloody man. Hold on. I'm gonna get a drop of the dram. 1 second. He was a bloody man. Or maybe a man who craved blood. Right, left, right, left. The original Kamui? Hold on. Wasn't the shelter kids policy supposed to create obedient citizens? Why use someone like Kamui? Because Kamui Uehara was a soldier who followed orders. Listen. He doesn't kill on his own... He doesn't kill on his own volition. He simply receives his orders and executes them without question. He's easy to control. You could say that, in a way. He has an extremely pure character. Take the criminality away from Kamui Uehara and you would have a perfect human. This is why he was chosen. The lipstick doing this? What is happening? But that didn't happen. No, it didn't. Kamui went out of control. He's an uncontrollable criminal. Kamui's ferality grew fangs. That, or maybe a program surpassing anything man-made, took over. Kamui's too dangerous. Kamui should be transferring to Diana any time now. Transferring? Motherfucker. All this shit is fucking bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. There are no words to properly describe what is occurring right now. But it is known that Diana is going to be the next Kamui. Kill him. Who? Why do I... Right now, you are the only one who can do it. What have you seen of Kamui? So they just keep killing each other? Then what do we do when there's no one left to kill? Everyone's dead. You kill yourself? Then what? What do you think Kamui's true nature is? He is a calamity. A god of destruction, sent to destroy everything. Oh, okay, there we go. I answered my question. I will once again return you to everyday life. Take back the past. Runs in your fam? I don't know what runs in my fam. We had some suicide, some alcoholism, some other mental illnesses. I don't know. Take back the past and decide for yourself whether or not to kill Diana/Kamui. I'm entrusting this to you. This is your only chance to make something of your cursed life. Those foul, lingering consciousnesses inside of you will fade away once you kill Diana. Wait, you're... Just ADHD. I've never, I don't know, had like a evaluation or anything. Never. I mean, maybe as a kid I have. But like, I don't think I've ever like been diagnosed with anything psychologically. Should probably, you know, try doing that at some point. Go to therapy or something. Just never done it. Save the game! Computer. Yeah, true. Computer. You? Oh, okay, we're going to this one. Okay. I heard a breaking sound. It was the sound of a skull cracking open. Something hot swirled up inside. And I immediately knew that it was a lead bullet. The face of the man in front of my eyes suddenly blurred up. No way. This is bullshit. To have to accept death on the eve of the day of fate? It's Nezu, the man who created the Shelter Kids. It was him. I knew from the beginning that Nezu would turn out like this. The man called Nezu was not to be made light of. He needs to be taken much more seriously. Because selecting Kamui Uehara was just Nezu playing around. He had meant to create a monster from the very beginning. He used Kamui as the big bad guy in his game, like a huge in-game event. He was like Godzilla appearing from Tokyo Bay. He wanted to see how the city would change, in accordance with Kamui's appearance. With a passion similar to hope, he created Kamui. The ultimate Kamui believer. That's why I decided to back Ayame. Ayame is pure. She is one more pawn to use in the fight against Kamui. and she's actually a killing machine, closer to the format Kamui than anyone else. But apparently Ayame will not kill Kamui. This came as a surprise, and then that job was entrusted to a man who was simply a bug in the program. The situation is not acceptable. But, I heard a whizzing sound, and the lead bullet flew at me. It was terrible. It was truly terrible, and there's nothing that can be done, is there? For me, time has stopped forever. Ayame, oh Ayame, now my dream of seeing you with my own two eyes will never come true. It's like a whistle blowing in another dimension, nothing more than a phantom, echoing vacuously from afar. Ciao! For some reason the mail I sent out earlier had bounced back. It's a bit late, but I'll resend it. Merry Christmas! 3 cheers for the end of the millennium. I've never taken Adderall, I wouldn't know. Love and peace to everyone. I've hoped the coming year is a great one for you. Kiss. Mwah. Okay. How lovely. Nice. The torch has been passed to a new generation. It's just meh. Okay. Drink it all up. My very fate. All of it. And then to where? I don't know. But keep moving forward. That's my conclusion. I won't kill Diana. I'll simply let everything be. But I'm going to delete the memories inside this machine that is me. I'm deleting all of my writings. If I disappear, you're sure to come here. And then, you'll delete this yourself. I was able to hear the voices. When you find out about the lingering consciousness, and when you finally open this mail, the virus.exe file will go to work. This is my first and last game. After that, I've decided to keep on living. Because even someone worthless has at least part of a soul. That is how people live. That's what I've finally learned. After living everyday life in this world, even without hope, even in great fear, even when continuing to drag along that which no longer has any value, one can go on living. Specifically because of our imperfections, life has meaning. Don't you think so? Don't you? Take it slowly. Get the feel of it. Walk my path. Inside a dream. Pick a flower. Bathed in moonlight. Feel the love. Everything is as it should be. Everything is in front of you. Everything is for you. Keep moving forward. Together with the light. Through and through. What an unfortunate son. Oh.
Hi! Hello, sweet angel. What's up? You ate the din-dins? You licking your lips? Did you finish din-dins? Come.
Something? Where are we? Da.
Hi, sweet.
Oh. Fell asleep. Guess I drank too much. Anyway.
Hi, sweet.
Huh? What's this piece of paper? Once you've locked up, I want you to toss the key inside the shop from the gap under the door. Then it'd probably be best to run. In life, it's okay to stick your tail between your legs and run away once or twice. Huh? My tail isn't exactly long enough to stick between my legs, but whatever. There is no escape. Shut the fuck up. Kill. Once and for all.
Oh, you're so cute.
Listen.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Over here.
Hee
Okay. You don't realize.
Hey.
It's pointless. Die. Suffer. Come here. You're insane. Fucking lingering consciousness bullshit. Will I ever be able to accept them? Will they finally just disappear one day? Will I end up unable to take it any longer and simply go insane? Who dat? Fuck off. Okay.
Oh, I hear the kitty drinking the waters.
Finished it. Look at us go. Hikari. Yami is coming soon. Oh my god, it keeps going. We're not done. There's Blue Monday. And that's all she wrote. Just 40% more to go. I guess so, huh? Damn. We got a long way to go. Achievement unlocked. Light. No, look at us. We're at 71. Look at that. 29%. There's nothing after Hikari there. Let's take a peek. Yeah? Why do you think so? Why was that the most interesting to you? What kind of restaurant am I in? The writing? Oh. We'll go just a little further. Just push it. Contact. Oh. Oh, I'm on a dinner date with Kusabi. Hello. Hey, sorry about calling you out of nowhere. How you been doing? Things going okay? Huh? Sounds like I'm interrogating you. Sorry, some habits are hard to break. We weren't paying that close attention because you were stir-frying. Well, it's nothing special. It's just, you know, wanted to see how you're doing. Don't worry about it. The coffee here is really good. Hey, lady, bring over some more chocolate sausages. Ew. Chocolate they serve here is imported from Burdette. They're famous for it. Totally different from the crap you can just get anywhere. Yeah, this is my shit. Uh-huh, this my shit. All the girls stomp your feet like this. Anyway, with Sumio in jail, Ah, that's unfortunate. But you seem well on your way. Doing really well on these assignments. But I guess it's about time, right? I'm always filled with songs. I got a song for everything. But I guess it's about time, right? For the truth to be known. But even truth isn't that big of a deal. Don't expect much from it. Like your sister being abducted by aliens. Who am I? Fox Mulder? What are you trying to say? Pop songs specifically, well, they are the most catchy, aren't they? Or that old guy smoking over there turning out to be your father. What? What do you say? Something nearly as dramatic. So just don't expect too much of it. My father is dead, so I don't know what you're saying, sir. We're always filled with songs. Yes. This is the truth regarding the silver case. Kamui Uehara killed some old folks. That's the silver case. But that's not even the truth. At least, it's not accurate. I didn't kill Kamui. I killed the old men. And then? Kamui was killed by the old men. He'd become a plaything to the old men. The eyes had been gouged out of the dead body. Kamui's eyes were gone. Silver eyes. Kamui Uehara was no hitman. He was your average civilian. Except for one thing. His eyes were silver. And do you know why? He was ageless and immortal. Can you believe that? It's ridiculous, right? I don't believe it either. Who would make up some dumb shit like that? Am I right? I mean, that's what you'd think, right? But that's what the silver case was. We were tricked. This Kamui, who do you think he was? The guy with the silver eyes. I watched those old men fight over Kamui's eyes right before my own. A bunch of old men brawling. It was hilarious. They went for weak spots. Shoving their finger into each other's nostrils and asses. Okay, well, how did we get there? Sorry. We shouldn't talk about the silver food. Okay, so then there was only one left of the old guys. He gouged out his own eyes and put Kamui's eyes in. Is this raised by wolves? It was gruesome. I feel sick even just talking about it now. But I couldn't believe it. In an instant, he was young again. That old man caught on to me. I had my 229 and... oh. I gave that 229 to Sumio. Well. Anyway. After that, I aimed at his forehead. And he just laughed. I laughed too. And I shot twice. Game over, man. That silver was magnificent. Gleaming in the light. If he had been a woman, I'd have felt bad. Those silver eyes. A certain man owns them now. Hey, Diana. Who do you see in front of you? Psych. It's not me. I had no idea at the time about eternal youth and immortality. If I had, I would have made sure to kill that fucker. I'll never forget that face. I feel like shit whenever I see him. It's Hachisuka. Not Chizuru. It's Mayor Kaoru Hachisuka. The current mayor of the 24 wards. Our Dispa? Dispa? Say that word again. He's Chizuru's grandfather. His real name is Uminosuke Hachisuka. He shot twice. That whole father bit is a lie. That creep regained his youth from the silver eyes. He killed his own son, and has been using his son's identity. That fuck stick is pure evil. Oh, and get this. Chizuru and that reporter are siblings. What a waste. Using your own grandchildren like toys. Well, let's take our time and get rid of them. It'll be a new age soon. Aren't we lucky to be born in this age so that we can witness such a wonderful moment? It's fucking awesome. And so, I have a favor to ask. It's important. It'll affect you from here on out. It's a very delicate problem. All truths are concealed here. Diana. Lend me 50,000 yen. It's like $500. No! Whoa, what? Oh, we did it. It's over. There is no other placebo. Nani? Sweet. I gotta get the flower, sun, and rain now. We actually beat a game that isn't from Software. Do you ever truly beat a From Software game? I guess you have to go... Even platinum doesn't even mean anything. Going platinum? It doesn't mean anything. So much shit in those games they hide. It's people like Zuli that actually beat the game. They fucking dissect it, and that's winning. Credits don't mean nothing. Platinum don't mean nothing. Hold on, maybe there's like a post-credit thing. We were at like 30% when we started the stream. And then we jumped to 70, and now it says it's over. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird, huh? Like, how does it just jump from 30% to done? Did I, like, miss some interactions or something? Are there, like, more magazines I could have picked up? Me no understand. Which one was that? What? What was I talking about? Which case? Oh, it was an exclamation point. Just an exclamation point. I don't remember what number it was. Ah! Kusabi, we've got a problem. Huh? What is it? What are you doing here? Oh my God. Turn it down. We need you on the scene ASAP. What? What the hell is it? Kusabi. It's Kamui. Kamui? Kamui's right here, retard. So what the fuck are you doing here? Sorry for not contacting you earlier. This isn't the time for apologies. Mayor Hachisuka has been... Kamui again? And at a time like this... Come quickly. Come quickly. Please. Wait a sec. Then who's Kamui? You'll understand once you get there. Thanks. What a long-ass fucking journey. Hey, Diana. I'm sure we'll meet again. But wait. If that's the case, who the fuck is Diana? Well, this is like the deluxe version, so I don't know. There could be things after. Oof. Squares. More credits? It's hard to look at. There's a case called the Whiteout Prologue after this, I think. Okay. You think it's long? Hmm. Interesting. I feel like I should just try to kill it. I don't know. Kill the past! Is that a saxophone? What is that? Trumpet? What am I hearing? Oh, we got an electric guitar, okay. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. La, 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 la. Skeleer. Oh shit, the 25th ward? Oh yeah, report 6. Yami. There's another placebo. Mm-hmm. There's more. We're not done. To continue it next week. Next Monday. I feel like there's more. I don't know, like, what edition I bought, so... The 25th ward could be in here. Let's see. What did I buy? It just says the silver case. 13 out of 25 achievements. What are the achievements exactly? What is in this game? Yeah, I'm trying to see. Oh no, maybe not. It says Silver Case Deluxe Pack. But then it says complete your selection. Buy the silver case in the 25th ward. Does that mean I don't have the 25th ward? The first review is a thumbs down, not recommended. Literally every other review is recommended. Thumbs up. It's a separate download. Let's see. 25th Ward. Oh yeah, damn. Yeah. 20 buckaroonies. We'll add it to the wish list. I kind of want to play Flower, Sun, and Rain. Sooner I go to sleep, the sooner I play Elden Ring. Okay, you know where to find me. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. You won't. You'll stop in and say hello. As I said, yes. Good night. Bye bye. Good night. Bye bye.